Dear Evan Hansen was the second musical I've ever watched, I think. It's like, it went Glee, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, I'm pretty sure. Or In the Heights and Dear Evan Hansen, one of the two. Either way, when I first heard that there was a movie being made from it, I was beyond excited. I have watched slime tutorials, but not entirely, because the only slime tutorials I could find would cut off after, like, they would either cut out, like, after disappear or after you will not be found. And it wasn't great because I didn't fully understand the context of the musical yet. I did watch the end, although, I did miss a part in between there. So I was like, this is gonna be awesome, I can finally see the entire thing. But since then, there's been some things we've learned to know about it that don't make me too excited for the musical in the end. So, first of all, Ben Platt plays. Ben Platt plays their. Ben Platt plays Evan again, which on the Broadway musical, it was fine. He looked a bit old, but he looked fine. He was 23 at the time. Now he's 27, apparently. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought he was 40 at the time. I love his music. I think it's amazing. I've watched his concert on Netflix multiple times. I've listened to his albums a lot, but I thought he was 40 for a while. I don't think he's fit for the role. Is he fit in, like, performance-wise and song-wise? Yes, he owns those songs. But, like, he doesn't look like a teenager. Like, even what they try to do with the hair and makeup, I look like a teenager. Ben Platt does not look like a teenager. Now, okay, there's some differences. I'm from a different country. Ben Platt is American. But, like, no, well, okay, what I would have wanted is Jordan Fisher. Now, he doesn't look exactly like a teenager, but he looks he looks a lot younger than Ben Platt does. And I love Jordan Fisher's performances of Dear Evan Hansen he's done. Because I've listened to him sing the songs, and they're one of my favorite performances of it ever. So I wish personally they would have cast Jordan Fisher for it, but of course there's other very good artists they could have cast for it that aren't just Ben Platt again. Because he's done the role for a while. Other people have obviously also done the role for a while. But I feel like the entire movie could have been recast. Because yeah, Ben Platt said, like, yeah, I've worked 3 years on this role and I've worked very hard on it, and this role is me. But you gotta learn to let the roles go. I would have preferred if Ben wasn't playing Evan. That's it. But those are definitely not my biggest gripes with the musical, because 4 songs got removed. Disappear, which talks about how Evan is rewriting Connor's entire history, making him more relevant than other nobody, which is all a lie. Anybody have a map? Any outside perspective is gonna get rid of. Just, yeah. Anybody have a map? One of the greatest songs in the musical talks a bit about the perspective of the moms, and we learn a bit about Connor and Evan and blah blah blah. No. Cut. Which, okay then. And then Good For You, which, same problem as the second one, basically. It's cutting out outside perspective. Good For You talks about how what Evan is doing is very fucking fucked up. Excuse my language. No, don't. Get used to it. But yeah, so for some reason they're getting rid of Good For You. I don't understand. It's like one of the best songs in the musical. Like, it's probably tied with For Forever for me personally. But it's also such an integral part of the story, talking about how he fucked over people. It mentions how he fucked over his mom, Connor's whole family, especially what's Connor's sister called again? Connor's sister. And I feel like it's just a terrible move to remove such a huge plot point from the movie. Then they also removed To Break in the Glove, which that's not as integral to the story as the other movies. But it's one of my favorite songs. Why do you have to do this to me? I love To Break in the Glove. It's one of my favorite songs in the entire musical, and I say that about most songs on here. I should do a tier list of my favorite Ben Not my favorite Ben Platt song. My favorite Dear Evan Hansen song soon, I guess. So, maybe. But yeah. I'm not too excited for the Dear Evan Hansen musical, even though I have been sending literally every song that comes out of it to my friend Oliver. Oliver, if you're seeing this, love you to death. But yeah, like, even though I'm very excited about the songs, like the songs on just the individual basis that they're the songs, I'm not super excited for the movie at all. Now, for a lot of people, like, these songs not being included was a huge deal breaker, and I'm not gonna see it. I'm gonna see it, obviously. What musical review would it be? No. I'm gonna see it because I want to see how it goes, because I love the musical. And yeah, I'm gonna see it. Will I be too happy about it? Probably not. It's probably gonna be worse than the In the Heights movie musical, which, it's a good. That's pretty great. So it's probably gonna be worse, but like the differences between the two will be worse. Yeah, sure. Now we've also learned that the ending has changed. So, okay, I've seen the ending. So if you don't want to see the ending of the musical, spoiler alert, skip forward, or I don't know. But in the ending, he well, yeah, it starts at good for you basically, and then at the very end, he just talks to Connor's sister at the apple yard vineyard thing. I don't remember the entire musical. Leave me alone. And then they were just like, "Oh yeah, hi, how are you doing? I'm good, thanks." And then they just leave. That's gonna be a different ending apparently. It's gonna be an extended third act, so as Ben Platt called it, where we get to see more about his redemption. But I don't want to see a redemption. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like Evans should have a redemption. He made one of the worst things you can do. Fucking pretend to be someone's friend and just lie about all kind of things about someone after they've died. Now, he did say that Evan was gonna like help the family heal and blah blah blah. But like, that's not Evan's job. He should leave them alone. Like, after what Evan's done, he should leave them alone. Never contact them again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be sold on the ending, because personally, hearing that he's gonna be there for longer and help talk to them more, this and that, I don't feel like that's the right choice. But I'm gonna wait and see till it comes out. But now, the last gripe I have with the musical is they're gonna push Jared. Yeah, that's his name. They're gonna push Jared's backstory. Well, they're gonna push Jared's character more back to the background for some reason. He's like Evan's only friend, and they're gonna push him away to get Alana, the other character that starts the Connor project, to get her more in the spotlight. Which, it's great that we focus more on her story, because we don't know shit about her except for the part that she's mean, I guess. But like, why do we have to sacrifice Jared for that? Like, I think the story about Alana is gonna be great, but I wish it wouldn't come at the expense of Jared's story. Yeah. Can we get Jared back? Hashtag justice for Jared. Also, just the thing that we've watched Disappear. I think the clip from Disappear has come out. It looks like a 5-year-old made it in well, not Windows Movie Maker. Fucking like one of those bad phone editing programs that every 12-year-old has in their insert TV show here edits thing. Like, I made edits from The Flash and Supergirl and things when I was like 14. It seems like it's made with those kind of softwares, which, for those edits it's great, but for a movie production of Dear Evan Hansen, no. I don't think it's gonna. It didn't feel great to me. It just felt lazy and like a 12-year-old made it. Now, is the rest of the scenes gonna be great? I hope, but we'll see. I have hopes, not high hopes. I have hopes. I have expectations. They won't reach probably, but we'll see when it comes out. And yeah, Ben, please do your best, I guess, even though it's probably already been filmed. But like, don't make the edit seem like a 12-year-old edited it. Thank you.